Hi ladies and any fabulous gentlemen who are watching my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation, as well as the Maybelline Dream Blender. Now I've seen a couple reviews on this. I wanted to test it out kind of on my skin because I have severely dry skin. I am severely dry in my T-zone, and then I would say I am normal, like round, but I am severely dry in my T-zone. So I'm always looking for hydrating foundations. I will be completely honest with you, there are no foundations that I've tried that actually work for my skin type. The one that I'm using, well actually no foundation. I'm at no drugstore, but actually I really like the Revlon Color Stay Whip Foundation. I bounce back between that and the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. This is a foundation plus concealer. And then I also like the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. So I look for full coverage because I do have a lot of redness. I cover up my under eye circles with concealer, so I don't really look for a foundation that covers up my under eye circles. But I don't want to, I like to kind of have a little bit of feeling of greasiness, but I don't like to look dewy. I don't like to look greasy. I just don't want to feel like I like to, like when I touch my face, I like to feel something on it, just a little bit, not super, but I don't want to look greasy, if that makes any sense. So the soft matte is what intrigued me about this. So I wanted to go ahead and try it. Now I'm not going to use the Dream Blender with it because, to be completely honest with you, maybe I will, I'll try it a little bit, but I think I might finish with my Tarte, whatever this is, the Tarte foundation brush, because that is what I use every day, so I kind of want to use what I use every day. Now, I have primed my face with the Clinique Super Primer. This is a universal face primer. I use it every single day, so that way I can kind of see what we're working with. So I got two different colors. I got the 70 Pure Beige and the 20 Classic Ivory. I think the Pure Beige is going to be too dark, and I think the Classic Ivory is going to be too light. Unfortunately, when I went to Target, they were like sold out with everything. I don't know if they had like some massive sale or some like makeup junkie just came and just ravaged them. I have no idea. But actually, the Classic Ivory kind of looks really tan. So this one right here is the Classic Ivory. Smear it out. And this one right here is the beige one. It's a little pink, but the Classic Ivory might work. I think the beige one is way too dark. Okay, so I'm going to use the 20 Classic Ivory, and I'm just going to put it all on. And of course, I got this little, like, I never, ever get pimples. And I have no idea what in the world, like, caused me to get a pimple this weekend. But I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's not cool. Okay, so here's the little brush thing. Oh, yeah, no, this is not going to work. It's too hard. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't like it very much. But I did see one video where a chick, yeah, no. It's like sucking it up. I'm not going to use it. I don't like it. So let's take it and go back in here a little bit more. And use this. Oh, so much better. So, I mean, it feels like normal foundation. Nothing crazy. Seems to have pretty good coverage. Of course, I'm wearing a white shirt. I'm doing this, probably not a smart idea. So it seems to have like nice coverage. It seemed to cover up a lot of my redness, so I really do like that. Of course, my big massive pimple is not covered up, and I always have to go in here regardless of what foundation I use, and I really like to put extra here and just kind of pound it into my skin, because I don't necessarily like to wear concealer in this area just because it tends to break up a little bit. I don't know why, but I love this Tarte brush too. It just does a really, really good job of blurring out your foundation and not allowing you to put too much on. I can get like super cake face very, very easily, and this foundation brush just helps me to stop that. So this is what it looks like. I will put like a before and after picture or whatever, but I think that it did a really good job of covering, so I definitely would say the coverage is there. It did leave it a soft matte. I don't think it's as matte as some of the other formulas that I've used that are super matte. I can see a little bit of shininess here, a little bit of shininess on my cheeks, which that, and on my chin, which I'm fine with that. I could feel it. Obviously I haven't set it or whatever, but it's not sticky on my skin. I actually feel like I don't even have to set it that much or put a lot of foundation or powder on, because it's just not sticky. I've used foundations where it's like so heavy on my skin that I'm like taking my powder and just like pushing it into my skin, because I don't like to feel like I have grease on my skin. But this actually feels really, really natural, and it feels hydrating. Like my face feels like it has a little bit of a grease. For those of you who have oily skin, obviously, I mean, I guess maybe you could use it. It says that it's our first gel whip foundation. Fresh, new, and flawless Dream Velvet whips a fresh gel into a velvet soft texture. Complexion is perfected and smooth with a soft matte finish, just like velvet. Skin feels fresh with lasting hydration. So, I mean, I'm guessing that if you are oily that you would not like this foundation, because it does leave that little kind of greasy feeling. But if you are dry, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That is the feeling that you want to have, and it does feel good. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm going to come back and let you see the finished product and stuff like that, let you know how it sits on my face. Okay, so this is the finished product after everything. I went ahead and set it with the normal powders that I use. I always use the It Cosmetics, what is it called? I don't remember what it's called. The CC Plus Air Perfecting Powder, and the little, what is that word? Not loose powder, but you know, that word that I can't think of right now. So went ahead and used literally the same products that I use every single day with my other foundations. I didn't want to deviate too much from what I normally do, just because I wanted to really see how does the blush go on. I use the ColourPop blush every single day. I use the Becca Jaclyn Hill highlighter every single day. I use my e.l.f. under eye setting powder every single day. So again, just use the same products that I use every single day, just to kind of give it a really good review. I absolutely love the finish of it. I can still feel, even when I set the foundation, a little bit of, I don't want to say stickiness, but a little bit of greasiness. Hydration, I guess. Oh, somebody's boxering me. Hydration on my skin when I touch it. I don't normally touch my face during the day, so it doesn't even bother me. But when I go like this, you know, whatever, I don't feel like tightness or whatever in my skin. So definitely like it. I will come back towards the end of the day and let you know how it wore the rest of the day, so you can see it. But so stay tuned. So this is my face several hours later. It's probably been about 6 or 7 hours since I did my makeup this morning. It's in the afternoon now. And I actually really like it. Please don't mind the hat. It's cold in Florida. I had to put it on because I went shopping and I was like, it's so cold. It's like 50. Isn't even that cold, but it's like windy, so it makes it feel like it's really cold. Much colder than it actually is, but it's absolutely beautiful. So don't mind that. But it held up really well. I honestly have to say that this foundation is, it's a new favorite. I like the finish of it. I like the longevity of it. I like the fact that my face still feels like it has a little bit of like the hydration. I don't want to call it greasy, because that, to me, I don't like greasy things on my face, but I feel the product on my face, but it feels hydrating. It doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm you know, sweating, or I'm gooky, or I just put like oil all over my face or lard on my face. I just really like it. So if you're somebody who has dry skin and you're looking for a, I'm not even going to say a cheap foundation, I'm going to say a foundation in general. If you're in the market for a new foundation, you have dry or very dry skin, and you're looking for a little hydrating with matte, if you don't really like the dewy, but even with the dewy, with the highlighter and stuff like that, I think that you can, even if you are a 100% dewy person, you know, put some oil in it or something. I haven't tried that, but put some oil in it, and that way it kind of gives it the dewy look. But I actually really, really like this foundation. Not even for just drugstore. That makes it like an absolutely must-have, in my opinion, considering it is drugstore and it's so cheap. But aside from all that, just the foundation itself is, I think it's really, really nice. So I'm going to continue wearing it for probably a couple weeks, and then I'll put an update in the info bar below and let you know how much I'm liking it. You know how sometimes, like, God forbid, I could wake up tomorrow with like my face all, you know, broken out and stuff like that. I don't think that's gonna happen because I don't feel anything now, but you just never know. So I will try it out for a couple weeks, and I'll just put the information and update in below to let you know if I'm still loving it, you know, is it still a great foundation and what I like about it, or if I still like it, that kind of thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye.